What if I told you there is a book out right now that contains clues to a real $1 million treasure? We're not talking fantasy. Real hidden treasures across the United States with clues in these very pages.
There's Treasure Inside features 5 hidden chests by author John Collins Black, a man who invested in Bitcoin and struck it rich. The biggest treasure, known as the lion's share, is valued at over $1 million. But to me, it's more than just gold and jewels. It's personal. Growing up, I was always fascinated with mysteries such as the disappearance of Amelia Earhart or the location of Forrest Finn's treasure. In high school, I even narrowed down Finn's treasure to the correct location, Yellowstone National Park. But I never got boots on the ground, and another man from Michigan found it. That stung. The deeper I went into the book, the more personal it became, containing an actual autograph from Amelia Earhart and one chest specifically dedicated and inspired by Forrest Finn. It felt like fate. The hunt was my story, a chance at redemption. It's about finishing what I started, a chance to solve the puzzle, to uncover a piece of history, and maybe, with a lot of determination and a hint of luck, to finally hold treasure in my own hands. Now much older, wiser, and with years of travel experience in my belt, I buried myself in the book, and after months of research and decoding, the clues pointed right here, to Michigan, my backyard. For example, chapters 9 and 13 are the only chapters to contain the phrase "There's treasure inside" within their headings. The 9th and 13th letter of the alphabet? M-I, Michigan's abbreviation. Coincidence? I don't think so. Furthermore, in the introduction of the book, he writes that clues for the lion's share are throughout the entire book, maybe even including the intro. Shortly after this, he uses the phrase as easily as a warm, cozy mitten on a cold winter's day. Michigan is literally known as the Midden State, with us locals often using our hands to describe different locations within the state. For example, the M25 meetup I'm going to is approximately right here. Now, missing out on Forrest Finn's treasure? I know better than to just ignore details such as this. The last clue that I'll share with you, while the author does touch base on many different safety aspects, he seems to emphasize warnings related to hunting season and bitter cold winters with lots of snow. Now, if you're from Michigan or if you've been following me for a while, you know how big those two factors play in our culture. While he also explains he tried to spread the treasures evenly across the US so everyone would be somewhat relatively close to one, the Midwest was lacking a treasure. When you connect these clues, Michigan stands out like a flashing neon sign. With 2 months left before I move across the country, the clock was ticking as I tried to narrow it down further. With the author loving nature and waterfalls, God's Paradise, otherwise known as the Upper Peninsula, seemed like a perfect spot. It matched up with other clues and had countless spots he could easily hide a treasure without being spotted or the chance of it being accidentally stumbled upon. It was time. No more guessing, no more sitting behind a desk. Somewhere out here, hidden in the wilds of Michigan, is a treasure that could change everything. It was time to go boots on the ground.
As I hiked through the woods with Rocky by my side, every crack between boulders and every hollow stump brought anticipation. It felt like I was rewriting my story. The kid who figured out Yellowstone but never got a chance to search was finally getting his shot. I discovered some new breathtaking views and made some more heartfelt memories with Rocky, with every adventure being a reward of its own. But the lion's share, it remains hidden for another day. And while I haven't found it yet, I remain convinced it's here in Michigan, and every clue, every search, is only getting me closer.
Have you read There's Treasure Inside? If so, do you think I'm right about the lion's share being in Michigan? Or do you have a theory of your own? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them.
If you want to follow along as I chase these treasures, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell. I'm not stopping until we crack the case wide open, and if I find the treasure, no one, not even the author, will know until I announce it right here in a video. Keep living the dream, and maybe, just maybe, we'll strike gold together.